Hello Nerders, Scott the Master Nerder here, bringing you the next episode in Controlling the Battlefield. This time, as you can see, Squad Rush on Grand Bazaar. I'm actually playing solo this time. That doesn't mean I don't have a team, but I'm just not communicating with my squad. I don't know them at all. And we'll sort of talk through that. I am going to be using the Type 88 LMG, and if you know, my aim is horrible, so trying to control an LMG with my foobar aim is not easy, but I do learn that this has a pretty good hip fire, as we'll see. I'm also going to be using a lot of different callouts in this video, so if you don't know the callouts already, make sure you swing by my other video, which will be linked in the description for all the Grand Bazaar callouts. And as I pull in this tunnel, I just want to pause the video for a second and just reiterate the point that you always need to be advancing with cover. You know I'm a pretty big advocate for rushing in squad rush and trying to get to that objective before the defense has a chance to set up, but you definitely don't just want to rush blindly, especially on a map like this where there's only two main tunnels for you to go. So when you're moving up, you just want to make sure that you're using cover, advancing smartly. So what I did here is I just highlighted some of the key points for cover, and as I'm pushing up, you'll see me sort of try to take advantage of each of them, and that's something you should be thinking about as well. So let's hop back into the game, and you'll see as I push up, I'm sort of hovering between cover, and I actually end up engaging the enemy outside of cover, and he manages to get behind cover. Out of pure luck, I got the headshot and won that gunfight. You see me pause for a second here, and when my teammate advances, I follow him out. I'm going to come back to that topic, so just remember that happening there and you'll see it again. I want to focus on what happened right now. We saw my teammate down on the right, so I tried to come in behind him, and then we'll pause right here because I want to discuss prioritizing your targets. So as you can clearly see, we have two targets. The one on the left we're going to call target A, the one on the right we're going to call target B. And I'd really like you to take a second and pause the video and try to make up your mind on which target you would engage first. This will be really beneficial as I discuss it. Alright, have you paused it? Pause it and think about it. Okay, so now we'll talk about it. Who did I choose and why? First, let's remember, this is all happening in a quick second. I don't have time to really look at where exactly they're looking, so I have to base some of my guesses off experience. I see target A running to the left. He's probably going to go up on the stairs on top of the middle shop. Target B from that position not only has a little bit of cover, but is in perfect position to be engaging me. So the big thing you need to consider in a situation like this is who is most likely to shoot at you first. And then if you have time to process it, you can start considering your position and who are you more likely to have a successful gunfight with, or do you have the option to go to cover and increase your chances of winning that fight. In my current situation in this game, I have absolutely no cover, so it's do or die. I have to engage. Now something you can think about depending on the situation is if retreat is a viable option. Sometimes staying alive and having a fight another time works out best. But in this one, because target A is moving away from me with his back turn and B is in such good position, I do engage him. You'll see in just a minute, it's not the prettiest of gunfights. So here it goes, and you see right at the start, I almost shot for target A, and then when I hone in on target B, I cannot get on target. It ended up hurting me. I think if I would have reacted quicker and had better accuracy from the hipfire and gone for target B, I would have had enough time to turn around and then take out target A. Lucky for me, we get that recon come in and get the knife, and now I have mobile spawn back in the action. As I said earlier, I watch to see what my teammates are doing. Then when the enemies think it's clear, I can jump down, take a few of them down. Again, utilizing this hip spray, it's really nice. Now, I wasn't counting, but I feel at this point it is clear, so I can arm the objective safely. And right after you get that arm, this is where the dynamic of squad rush or any rush comes in. We attacked, now it's our turn to defend. So as I pull up over here, I want to pause the video again and just give you a quick overhead. So from this view, I just want you to ignore the A and B that's there. And if you look at the new A I drew right in the middle, that is where the objective is. And then me, the green guy over on the left, that's where I'm positioned. And the yellow guy is my only alive squad mate right now. And the others are going to spawn on him in a minute. So from this position, I just want to show you where the enemies spawn. Those two big X's is the general area for the enemy spawn. And from there, they have 4 possible routes. They can go up the left near highway divider. They can come through the middle of the tunnel near market exit. They could also be over near sniper alley or action street. And then from my position, I'm sort of getting the 3 on the right. I'm getting all those areas able to see, so that's my sight line there. And if I just had a little bit of communication, I could hope that the guy in yellow could be watching my back and watching over near the highway divider. And then just for kicks, if we had another person, I'll throw him there in purple, and then he could focus his attention over near Action Street, and that would allow me to focus my attention directly beneath me. So let's hop back in the game and see how it plays out. So I am trying to get the most area covered as I can, watching all of the left, but I have an LMG, so it severely limits me here. As you can see, I just saw somebody. I know I can't take a shot because I'm not going to be able to kill him. My hope is just to be able to spot him. Where the heck did this guy come from? He either ran directly beneath me or he came from the highway. Somehow they are here. So I'm right now just trying to get a handle on the situation. He runs out. He's obviously not prepared and I get to take him down. But instead of just running straight into the objective, I'm trying to be a little bit patient, be a little cautious. I'd rather them get a disarm and me stay in the vicinity and be able to take him out then, rather than them kill me and me get sent all the way back to deployment. Right here, I sort of got complacent. Right after you take an objective, you know, you sort of just sit back and relax for a minute. Well, the enemies were pushed up, and that just really shows you have to always keep your guard up, never let your guard down. But I got a lucky revive, and now we're going to take a second, reloading, you know, healing up before we push up to the next objective. And I'll just add a little bit of fast forwarding to speed this up. So I'm going to try to take the wide route here, and as I do, I'm going to try to use cover, but unfortunately, I get engaged with an enemy in a horrible position. Lucky for me, one more lucky headshot. Man, I was really enjoying the Type 88 this match. So, remember I kept saying we're going to come back to waiting for your team? This is the part I was talking about. Rather than rushing towards the objective, when you're playing by yourself, it can really work to help use your teammates. And I don't mean to sound greedy or selfish here, but you let your teammates advance first. What this is going to do for you is they're either going to get in a firefight with the enemy, which gives you the enemy position, and hopefully you can help them out, or get killed by the enemy, but still show you what the enemy positions are. Or, I mean, they could just kill the enemy for you. All work. See, my teammate was killed, but now I know the enemies are tight in the objective, so I'm going to try to avenge them. Unfortunately for me, my aim's not too good. Another teammate runs in and dies, and I'm sick of it. I rush in, but watch. I'm not going straight for the objective. Do a quick little kit switch, get some defibs, pick up my teammate, and then I want to get my gun back, and then we're back into the defending the objective. So we're going to go over here to set up, and I'm going to go quick overhead one more time. Alright, so as we get in this overhead, I just want to first show you these two red lines. That's showing the sniper divider, which goes between the objective and action street. And now I want to bring up my position for you, and my intended sightline is aiming down towards Sniper Alley. Well, this is a problem, and I'll show you why. We'll bring up the defender spawn here, and then I'll show you their three possible routes. One is going down sort of out of the image and coming up Sniper Alley, which I'm looking, and that's sort of the common route in which I was expecting. But they have two other routes. They can come up through the sniper divider, or they can go all the way up Action Street over to Market Street and come up above me. So from my position right now, I'm vulnerable from all three routes. And obviously that is not good because I cannot aim three places at once. And what could have helped me a little bit here is if I was to push left into the tunnel just a little bit, I could then either focus my fire towards Market Street on top or to the sniper divider. But without the communication and it was sort of happening too quick, I had bad position, and you're going to see it come back to bite me in the butt. But just to explain what could be a better situation here, I'm going to bring up a yellow guy, which is sort of where my team is now, and they could be focusing on cutting off that route over on Action Street, and the yellow guy could push to the right a little bit to even further cut it off and see both routes. Also, if you had another person communicating with him, you could put him up on the Market Street, maybe push him up towards the bus, and he can help that yellow guy out, and now that allows my position in green to be safe because they're not going to be able to come in through Sniper Divider or up on Market Street. And I will be able to focus all my attention down on Sniper Alley, and if we had a fourth, hopefully he could help me in this position as well. So let's get back in the game and finish it off. And right off the bat, that's where it comes back to bite me in the butt. It can be pretty difficult when you're playing with randoms to actually know where are they looking, and where are they protecting, and where should you be looking to best suit your team. But all you can do in a situation like this is try to reanalyze where your teammates are, learn from your mistake, and reset up. So the first thing I do when I get back in, analyze where they all are. Now I still go back to my similar position, but if you notice, I'm staying a little bit deeper into the tunnel, so I'm not susceptible to fire from all areas. Now my main goal here is to sort of give them supporting fire. So here I'll fire a few shots downrange, try to suppress them, but back up again so I'm not going to take shots from Sniper Alley, and I'm checking Market Street. And that's all you can really hope to do, is help take the areas that your team is not and do the best you can. Anyway, I really feel Squad Rush, when you get a good team to play against, can be a great way to sort of hone some of your tactics and get better, and then once you learn them here, you can take them to the full scale of Full Rush or Conquest. And hopefully I'll be bringing some of those to you soon as well. And before you go, I'd like to show you a few videos you can check out. The one on the left of your screen for New Year's resolution is a video I did around New Year's, But it's not just for the new years. It was sort of talking about how you can improve yourself year round. So I think it's something that could be applicable, and it sort of shows you a different side of me rather than just my gaming. But don't worry, for those who really like the tactics on the right, we got a video I did a while ago, sort of just taking a deeper analysis into flanking and sort of some things you should be considering when you make a flank, or in my opinion, what makes a good successful flank. So hopefully you enjoy it, everyone. Happy gaming.